drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor early in the morning?
I'm Paul Bennett at Shoestring Shipyard here in Millbridge, Maine. We're located along Maine's Bold Coast, not very far from the U.S.-Canadian border. I'm using this oscillating cutting tool with a half-moon cutting blade in order to trim off this excess plywood that's overhanging the stem. Now, I could just go ahead and grind this down, plane it, use a power planer and a belt sander, but that takes an extraordinarily long time. It's a whole lot of work, a lot of extra dust. By just cutting this off using this tool, it makes a nice clean cut. I'll still go over it with the sander, but it'll be pretty quick. It's just a touch-up. I don't want to make you sit through the whole thing. It's going to take me a little while to do it, but it's a lot less sawdust. It's a lot less hassle for me. This is a very fine-tooth blade, so it does take a while to cut. I just have to keep working it back and forth. But it's just a whole lot easier, and it's much better than it used to be back in the day. I could take a handsaw, go back and forth. Again, that's a lot of extra effort. So with modern technology, tools keep improving, better ways to do things. This just makes my life a little easier. I'm not going to use my power planer to go all the way to the chine, but I'm taking most of the heavy duty material that's really overhanging. I'm bringing it down lower, close to the chine, but when I finally match them and I take care of these bevels on the bottom sections of the main frames, I'm then going to use my belt sander, because even though that's kind of a crude tool, it's a little bit finer than trying to use the power planer. The power planer takes off too much material at a swipe, and it's real easy to make big mistakes. What I'm doing now is I'm just sanding the bevels across the frames. I'm also flattening out the edges along the sides here, along the chine. And what I want to accomplish is a nice flat surface going straight across the boat all the way back. That'll provide a good tight sealing surface when I apply the bottom panels. This is going to take me a few hours. It's going to take probably the rest of the day before I get to the point where I'm satisfied, and it's going to be pretty boring to sit here and watch it on film, so I'm not going to film the whole thing, but you get the basic idea. So this part of the operation is an extended one. What you just saw, that's what it's going to take. That's all it is. It's just time-consuming work, and you just have to put it in if you want to have a good tight bottom that doesn't leak. And it also adds to the structural rigidity of the hull as well.
What shall we do with the drunken sailor?